Welcome back, everybody. This is Islands of Insight, and I'm Kiev W, and that's all you need to know. So last time we did a wonderful little puzzle-thon all around this area, all around Verdant Glen. I want to do this again, but let's not do Verdant Glen. Even though I checked and a lot of the puzzles have sort of respawned, we have a ton more we can do, but I want to go to a different area. So we're going to go to Lucent Waters, and we're going to do the puzzles around here. Not the ones over there, I just don't want to get distracted by those. If I go to those logic puzzles, we'll spend the whole day there. So we're going to go down, let's start with just right underneath this area and just kind of work our way around in a circle. Hey look, there's one right there. It's my favorite type too. So to start with, like if I've got circles, I actually need them to be on a different area, like more like this area. So now the question is whether or not the game just gives it to me. And the answer to that is yes, it just gives it to me. So we got another. Okay, this one seems like a little trickier to figure out what I need to be doing here. Oh. No, this might be... No, hold on. These are in the wrong spot. So I need... Yeah, like... Okay, fine. I guess I'd rather have the game, like, overdo... So what do I want? Oh, I already have this because this was really close. So I guess my goals... This one, I'm ready to claim. I'm not going to get to this goal. There just aren't enough morphic fractals left to get there. But I'm going to just clear out as many as I can. Might as well. Let's just get this out of the way. With these action-type puzzles, yeah, I can easily, as long as I just find 3 of the 8 available today, we'll be good. These, I only need about 8, but I have plenty, mostly in the Wandering Echo category. There's a few flow orbs I can get to. The logic grids, for some reason, I have not been doing these puzzle boxes. Look way over here. I haven't even got the first reward. So I'm easily going to get that. I don't know about the second reward. Don't think that's possible, but I can get the first one today. Over here, with the hidden object puzzles, there's a lot of them that are available. So even though I have to get 40, that's not too hard to do. Same with this. I'd have to get around 40, but there are about 40 puzzles available. There's actually more than that. So I think every single one of these I'm going to improve. This one I already did, so there's that. Here's one of our action puzzles. This will need to happen at some point for sure. I don't see a reason not to do that or that, so this seems pretty easy. And just a couple more of those types. We have a little leitmotif here. Anything else on this edge we can grab? Doesn't look like it, so let's kind of wander around this side. Anything in this rubble? Well, we have a flow orb and a hidden ring and a sightseer. So let's see about the flow orb first. 8 flow orbs kind of in a circle. So what would be the best route? I think I'd want to start at this end and climb up. And we'll see what that does. This might not be the fastest time ever if I hit every single obstacle in the way. Hold on, let's try that again. Somehow I missed that flow orb. That third one just did not give it to me. Oh, God. That is annoying. I think every flow orbs thing I'm going to have to bring up how bad the movement is in this game for this type of challenge. This is not the type of game that this challenge works on. I'm jumping on this and it's not letting me jump from it. Try that again. Like as soon as I landed on that platform, instead of being able to jump from the platform, it just knocked me off. Which makes it, you might imagine, rather hard to get this. There we go. I'm not going to go for the master time. It's just not worth it to me. Basically, I go for the master time only if my first attempt is really, really, really close, or I think the puzzle's fun enough. And most of them just are not. They just aren't fun enough. That's got to be up those pillars, right? Okay, maybe not these exact pillars, but... Hold on, I have a sky drop that I'm going to see. So maybe... Oh! here it is. Stumbled upon that one quite nicely. I hear a cube, I hear a lot of things. So let's catch the stuff I missed coming up, which would be this sightseer. I think I'm just up on top of that pillar. Right? I'm just looking down, yeah. There's that. We have as well a logic grid. Area numbers. So far, so good. That's got to come out that way. So there we go. And a match 3. So I don't see a reason not to do these moves here. And that is correct. Alright, where are you? I hear you. There you are. There's more. There you are. Yay, my favorite, morphic fractals. I don't want this. I want spirals in the... What's going on? I want spirals in the upper right area. Oh, cool. Fine. Sure, whatever. All dark regions are area 4, so this is right out. So is that. That has to be. And that's... Oh. Uh-huh. Nice. There's 2 right next to each other. That's interesting. We also have our little matchbox here. Alright, I hear it. I hear the box somewhere. It's probably up on top of this. Yeah, there it is. I can see it. And once again, the movement knocked me off the edge of this without me doing anything. Ah, so that is going to go to the box down here. Okay, I don't think I've hit everything there. There's, ooh, another matchbox there. Did I get everything on this side? No, let's get the hidden pentad now. Oh, once again, movement knocked me off of that pillar. Yeah, it's just far too imprecise to be doing any sort of flow orb type puzzles. If it was like tighter, if you could just get the less floaty, more control over the sort of side-to-side motion, flow orbs could actually be really fun. As it stands, they're sort of mediocre. Okay, I'm outside the sphere, but where else could it go that I haven't looked? Down that corner there, I see it. How about in this corner? Maybe underneath this pillar? Yeah. So I see the matchbox that's here. So the question is the other one this direction, or are we actually looking into... Ah, hold on, it's right here. Where is it? There. So how am I gonna find... there's a spot. Okay, continuing around here, is there anything I missed? I want to be as thorough as possible. As I keep getting knocked off of things. Like, if I jump, I should be able to stay on it and not have my momentum actually just keep me moving forward when I land on these things. But that just keeps happening. Okay, so I think we're good here. Let's do this first. Okay, these cannot connect to each other. This would overload. That would overload, so that's done. These cannot connect here, so that's done. This 8 will go up this way, which means it won't connect here. That can't connect there. This can't go through this way, so it has to at least go that way, which does mean it can't go there or there. This would overload, so that's your 6. Now, if... This could be the 9, but then this is how it's done. Alright. Oh! glide rings too. Oh, come on, you're taking me really far away from where I want to be. I want to continue over here because there was another one of the Wandering Echoes. Okay. And being more methodical from this spot, we do have this good old morphic fractal. Feels like that was somewhat close. I need there to just be less stuff in this one. A lot more white space. And then I need to have the top area not look like... It needs to probably be more like this. No other way. Like in this kind of thing, but then this is sort of in the ballpark, but I still have too much stuff. So what direction is going to take me? This. I feel like if I was close, it would just have given it to me by now. So. I need to get rid of. It has to, like the top thing. Because it can't be, there's not another set, is there? Another set here that does it? No, it feels like there's too many arms on that top selection. It needs to have fewer arms. Like, this is the right amount of arms for up here, but I need to get it to be... Okay, this is as far left as my mouse will go. No, I need to somehow get it to stay. No, it's too much stuff. This is really close, it looks like, right? But it must not be. How do I get the claw on the top to separate with that? So if I go up, it just makes it more like that. That's starting to spread, but then how do I... No, it has to... Okay. Is there another spot, maybe? No, it's not here, because that... Oh, there's another spot that creates almost the exact same shape, a completely different area. Another of the many things I hate about morphic fractals is that there can be two spots that look really, really similar, and so there isn't a sense of, oh, I'm getting closer to the image, I must be closer to correct. Nope. You just have to find the magic spot that's considered the win. That's all you gotta do. Really no logic to it. Okay. Let's not forget these. Is there a reason why I wouldn't want to do this immediately? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is going to connect to here probably immediately. These are going to go. So I don't want to have... Yeah, that's fine. There you go. So I think that's the action puzzle solved simply with the match 3s. Oh, and I got the logic grids, of course. Peridot Dawn's Solstice. I can totally wear that. What's it like? I kind of like that. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the kind of hat I'd wear if I went to like a baseball game or something. The other one is just 300 sparks. Probably won't hit this level because I would need more puzzles than there are. There's not a lot of logic grids loaded in today, so that's okay. So I just have a couple more. I've done 3 out of 6 of the puzzle type things. So let's see what we got here with... This looks like I go across. So let's try... here, here. Where is the 8th one? Down there. Thank you, game, for blocking my sight with that frickin'... It really is a design choice that should not have been. Is it worth it? I'm so close to getting the correct thing. Really is a design choice that should have been axed, but of course, since the game stopped being developed, they could not do so. Ah! Movement in this game is terrible. Cube really close to me. There it is. Okay, another one of these. I've really found a lot of these, like, all in this area. Like, they're all next to... I know there's 13 of them loaded in today, but still, I feel like I found them all really close to each other. Feels like this is sort of the area. No, it's not, because this middle piece... I mean, obviously it's not the right shape yet, but I don't want pieces up here. So I've got to find a spot that makes a middle circle. This bottom piece needs to be way up higher. So I don't know what's happening here. That's more like it. Right? Like, we're getting there. We need more circular things there, but doggone it. Oh, okay, sure, why not? I wonder where the red is for that box. I don't know if it's inside or outside this area. Found the ring. On purpose. So this... Grab that, because it's that one. There we go. Is there one that's up here that I'm looking at that? Probably not. Yeah, let's do logic grids. I know I've done all the logic grids I need to get the prize I want for the day, but I'm going to keep doing them because they are fun. All dark regions of Area 3, so that's going to solve this equation here. Huh. Well, that's going to come out. Let's see where we go from here. That can't connect for sure. That can't connect. That's an overload. So there we are. Alright. That'll overload. So this is that. That can't connect. So far, so good. And how many we got? We got 10. Nice. Oh, we got some rings and things to collect. And let's grab this sightseer. There's a cube. Oh, it's literally right here, though. Alright, sightseer. That's going to be inside the building, down there. I'll try to do it with the other side of his face. He's looking up that way. Or is it further away? More this direction? There. Yeah, I know if I went too far forward, I'd run into that piece. Here's another logic grid. Okay, those can't connect. A does have to escape, and so does B. C's probably going to go around this entire outer thing. In fact, I don't see a reason why not to do this. You know what I mean? Like, it always feels like if you have them just on the edge, you should just go around the edge. Like this. And then you can fill in the rest quite easily. Uh-huh. Okay, a bunch of puzzles in here somewhere. Oh, you're taking me away from the building I want to be in. Thank you. Oh, that's right. We can have phasic tiles here. Can I do it from up top? No, drop down. This one's going to be interesting. So let's get the yellow. Let's get the blue. And then, ooh, this will be, I don't think this will be possible. So let's try that. Yep. Okay, back up to the building I want to be in. Ooh, there's more flow orbs. Okay, so it's this. First time, every time. Okay, back to business. This is looking at what I was just doing from up here. There we go. That game really gifted me that puzzle. I was not actually close to it. Oh, wow. Okay, those are different symbols, though. Let's find where they are. We have another wandering orb, which is going to take me somewhere I don't probably want to be. Not really. This one's just staying in the... Doggone it. Once again, movement is really not your friend. Okay, I definitely saw the leitmotif from here. This one is just going to be a weird angle here. Ooh, that would have been such a neat angle to get that at, but it's not the right one. That's the one, so it's this angle. There's a ton of matchboxes in here. That. Hold on, it's that. Ah, that's the one that's here. So you just gotta get it there. This one is there. So I'm looking for the friend of that one. Is there anything on this lower level I've missed? There might be. There's this ring that I saw and it's never collected. Ah, now those are going to show up. I was thinking like I'm solving these puzzles and nothing's showing up there. So the game just kind of got lost for a bit. This is looking at that from a slightly higher vantage point. So from up here. I don't know why I didn't just use my charge jump here. But it's looking at it from here. Still don't have the friend for the T-shape thing. Oh, that's the one. That's just it there. Ah. There. Swag. Did I get everything in here now? I might have gotten everything in this building, as far as I can see. There's ring here. Oh, interesting. Light motif there. Oop, there's some stuff over here. Ah, that's the one for the guy that was up, like, way on top of this. I'll find it. Hold on. It's very important. It's not that one. But there is a logic grid here. No squares. No squares. Connect all dark cells and connect all light cells. So that is going to be forced. Okay. So it's like one that's on top there. Okay, hold on. No. Oh, stop. Yeah, that goes down here. Nothing else up here as far as I can tell, yeah. Ah, another logic grid. Don't want to connect these to each other. This could be all I need to do there. The A is probably going to come around this, knowing how these types of puzzles work, and then the B is going to come around this, and that should be cool. So it's been a good 20 minutes, and I've covered this much territory. This is going to be good. Ah, I see it. I see it inside there. Don't worry. Okay, going back this way. I know area insight, keep it together. Gosh, so in the way. There it is. Okay. Sightseers. That is a central area down here somewhere. No, hold on. Let me look. So there's a what the? What's the camera doing that? God, why does the camera do that? No, I don't want third-person view. I also don't... Oh, gosh. So, I'm looking for... There's an already solved archway is the thing in this image. So you can see it to the right of the image. There's an archway that's already solved. I think it's looking through this over here somewhere. Yeah. Wow, none of these are matching. Hold on. That doesn't match anything here. Okay. Well, I'm coming back to this area later. I just got dragged out here by the sightseer. Oh, hey. A harder puzzle. So, no 4 in a row. That can't be like that. Either one of those. And so that's a dark cell. I think the 4 in a row is really just going to affect this friend. I think this 5 is locked in here. It can't extend in any other direction. So that's solved. So this is solved as well. Is there a reason why it's not this? Before we make that assumption, maybe it's gonna be like this. So I can fit the 9 in. Yeah. That's an easy one. Another sightseer. How many sightseers have we done today? Not even that many. Oh hey, I got this one now. So there's still more of these movement puzzles, but I've cleared it. So it's really just the perspective and the hidden object puzzles I need to really look for in order to get my goals for the day. Was thinking getting a different perspective would help find... Ah! That. That. There's another one here? Oh, there's two, like, right next to each other. Huh. Don't make a square, and all dark regions are varied too. So that means there has to be one up in these, right? Because if there isn't... No, there could be 2 white cells here, and then that could be that. But there also could be 2 dark cells here. I don't know. There has to be a dark cell, one of these 2, and one of these 2. Could be like this. Could also be like that. Can't be like this. In fact, this can't be... This could be a dark cell if this one is, but this one can't be a dark cell? Yeah, if this is a dark cell, we'd be forced to go this way, and now we have white cells there. So that's a light cell, which does mean we have it like this. Which means we have to have that. We don't have to worry about connecting anything. That's going to be a light cell, so there we go. Oops. There we go. Okay, those aren't going to connect. Don't make 3 in a row, or diagonally 3 in a row. Okay. Well, those won't connect to each other. So that has to be like that. And we also can't make diagonally 3 in a row. No diagonally 3 in a row. This probably can connect, but that can't connect there. No diagonally 3 in a row. That does finish this off. No, 3 in a row. So we got 7 out of these. Well, I need to place... Like, if I did this, that's fine. If I did this, however, I'd have 3 in a row. So that has to be a dark cell. If this was a light cell, we would not... the 4 can't go anywhere. So this is, in fact, how that would go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's another one with some weird patterning issues, so it can end up being more tedious than it is tricky. Come on, give this one to me. Thank you. That one's already solved. Okay, this is going to connect... This B will connect to this white square, so the A cannot connect to the white square. And then B is just going to come around, so that wasn't too bad. I hear a cube. Is it below me? Probably not, because it got quieter when I fell down. There it is. Nothing there. A lot of wandering echoes I've apparently already solved. Oh, come on. Okay. There's probably more down here I didn't get. I don't see anything. I do see some stuff here, so let's get this piece there. No squares of any kind. Connect all dark cells and connect all light cells. With this has to be dark. We can't put a light in the way. And then all of these have to be light. So that's going to force these out. This could be like that, or it could be like this. We don't know. Then it would be that. So those are just opposite colors. No squares. Do I see another move somewhere? Well, the dark cells do have to... No, they don't have to come through. They can... This is still doable. Is there a reason why I'd want to do one or the other? Well, that's got to be blocked off. So that has to be... There you go. One of these two is what? Did I do this? Yeah, that's it. Anything else up here? We have another logic grid we can hit. I've already got my goal for logic grids, but there's really no reason not to do more. So it seems like you just bring the A around this way. No dominoes, though, is going to make this a little bit more of a challenge. Oh, that's that. I think we just block this one off, yeah. Let's just block these off, why not? Yeah. Another one down here. Cool. Just area numbers, so we're just going to put these up around, I guess. That's the 7 complete. That's the 5 complete. That's the 9 complete. That's that one complete. Cool. Kind of a neat pattern there. This... from back here. There was another logic grid somewhere down here, I know. Oh, my face. And there's a matchbox I gotta find somewhere. Sights here? Sure, why not? This looks like it's actually over here. 'Cause look at those archways I found. Yeah, this is in this courtyard. But we're behind a little pillar like this one. Not too bad. So where's the other guy here? I didn't see it up high. Here's the logic grid I was thinking of. Let's see. Connect all dark cells. So that has to be like so. Don't see why not that. Yeah. Okay, where are you, my friend? Where's the red one for you? In the meantime. Good textures there. So that might be down here. Yeah, I think I'm standing inside the arch to my left, looking at that light motif there. Where's that cube? I hear you. There it is. Alright, well, I've been dragged away a little bit from what I was looking for. Oh, hey, there's some harder puzzles. Shall we do those? Just a couple of them. Let's try. Whatever, I got time. Don't make this. Okay. And don't make that. So there has to be one long snake, but it can't have the zigzag move in it. That's going to be annoying. So it's either this or that. If I do this, those have to be black cells. If I do this, then those have to be black cells. So no matter what, those are black cells. That doesn't seem to help me all that much. Now, if this comes up like so, that's okay. Is there any way that's a white cell? I guess I could bring this around. That feels wrong. I think the B is going to come through this way because the A could no, if the A comes around this way, it's going to cut off the E. So I think the A just comes through here, and then the B comes through there. Where's the C go? E can go around the C can come through, and then D can go around. Like, the D can go around this way. The C can cut through. That can't be there, but it could be like this. No, because then the E can't go anywhere. This can't be like that. Okay, hold on. How would I make this work? This is one way. This is one way I can do it. This way. That's it. Okay. Numbers aren't off by 1, so let's take care of this first. Those can't connect to each other. That can't connect there or there. A and B don't really have to go exactly one symbol per light area. Okay, so it's going to cover the areas that it can't. A's got to get down here. I see how it is. Because the 8 won't fit for sure, and the B's got to get way up here. Connect all dark cells. I'm going to bring that around. Maybe not that one. Let's see. Connect all dark cells. This is fine, and then we have that. So the B probably should come around. Ah, I see. Okay, so I gotta find a way to do it like this. It can come around this way, and then this will cover the rest of it. Okay, that's not too bad. 4-star. Okie dokie then. No squares. Exactly one symbol per dark area, one per light area. This looks like it's going to be a problem. Okay, let's figure some stuff out. What can I know for sure? One symbol per light area, one symbol per dark area. Well, these both can't be like this. So at least one of these is white. If this one is white, this one has to be white because there's one symbol per light area. So F goes that way. Great, we got one. Do I have any other spots I can do that trick? If this is white, then that's white. But these can both be dark, it's fine. These both can't be. If this is light, then that's light. So this is for sure a light cell, which means that's a dark cell. This would force a light cell here. This would force a light cell there, but they could both be light. We don't... No, they can't. One of them has to be. So they are opposites. That's not super helpful yet. Well, hold on. Let's look at these two white cells. What of these letters can reach it? Only the G can reach these light cells. So this can't be a dark cell because it would cut off the G. So that's a light cell. This also can't be a dark cell because it'll either come through to the H or it'll come through to the E. So that's a light cell. Same logic there. Those are all like so. Now this is possible or that's possible. I'm not totally sure yet. One of these two is a dark cell for sure. If this is a dark cell, we have two light cells here. Which I guess is okay, because then the E can escape there. If this is a light cell, that's a dark cell. That, who knows? Who knows? I've at least got that so far. The H, let's see. Who's going to reach what? The G can probably never get to here, because if I do, the H won't extend anywhere, and I bet the H needs to go somewhere. So this is probably going to be the F. But that's not guaranteed, is it? Here's tricky, because it sort of cuts off this white checkerboardish thing, sort of cuts off this middle section. So you can't get pieces going through, right? So if I put a light cell here, it forces a dark cell, so I can't bring F or G through this barrier. This barrier keeps B and C on this corner, and F and G in that corner. And then same with like H's and the D's really can't go through too much either. So we kind of got to cover these four letters in this half-ish, these four letters in the other half. This is probably going to be the A. I can't see a way to get... The only way to get E up there is like that. Right? Because this forces E to go down. Actually, can the H get in here? H can get in here just like that. That's fine. I'm sure there's a move I could grab. There's one of these two's got to be light. But I don't know if it goes around this way, or if it goes through that way, or just this one. If I do this, we have two light cells there. But I could do it this way, too. This B is the only one that's going to get to these, so once again, I guess this has to all be light cells, because if you had dark cell here, it's going to cut off B from that light cell, so we do have to have all those be light cells. A could reach this, or D could reach it, we don't know. This one also has to be... Hold on, that's there. I'm not 100% sure where to go from there. This one's tricky puzzle. Because, like, I think, oh, this is close to the H, but, like, this is all doable. I've got to see what, for sure, I have to do. Is there any way that this belongs to B? I don't know if this is going to help with the puzzle. No. B is not going to come down to this piece, but C easily could. Also F could. G could. So it's not that helpful. Same with this one. This could easily be the B. Or the F. C. I think G can't go to that piece up there, but that's all I know. If I were to do this, that would force. So those are opposite. So it's either light, dark, dark, or dark, light, light. Well, if I did this, we would force that to go down there to be light. If I did this, we'd force this to be light. This would come out. That would be. So this is light no matter what. This one is light no matter what, is the lesson I get from that. So the question is whether that comes through there or there. I don't know, because this can go either way. Well, if it's this way, that's fine. That's still possible. Maybe that's a light cell. Don't see why not. This might be one of those puzzles where there's like a really obvious way to approach it that I don't know. Is there a reason why this would be a light cell? If this is a light cell, that has to be a light cell. But if this is the case, it could easily also be a dark cell. So I think for uniqueness rule, this has to be a dark cell. In the sense that... or wait, if this is a light cell, what I'm saying here is this could be a dark cell or a light cell, and both will make acceptable solutions. Because if this is a light cell, it doesn't... whatever. Or if this is a dark cell, this would have to be the case, and any of these would not break any of these rules. And so this has to be a dark cell, because there has to be exactly one solution. That's my guess here. So the C is not going to come up around here. So that won't be a light cell. Still not 100%. Well, if this was a light cell, this would have to come around, and there would be no way to bring the light cells anywhere, I don't think. I think we would be trapping the C in here. So I think this is a dark cell, but I'm not 100% on that. If I would block this in, that's probably fine. That would force this. This is also fine. Can I do uniqueness rule anywhere else? I don't know if I can do that here. This would force that. This would force... Nope, those are both possible. This forces that move. Oops. Whereas this does not. It forces this move. Well, let's think, who's going to connect here? If B connected here, it would really keep C in a very small area, which would be a problem. But it's not... I can't prove it's wrong. Well, one of these two is dark, but it could be like this, and it also could be like that. I don't know. I just know that one of them's dark, because it can connect, but this is also possible. I just don't know. Maybe this is the choke point here. One of these two is also dark. This would force the A, but this is also fine. I could do the thing of like just make a guess and hope that it's right, but I hate doing that when I solve puzzles. It just feels like it's not the way you're supposed to do it. So one of these two is a light cell for sure. Well, if this is a light cell, this has to be a dark cell, and then this has to be a light cell. So that's a dark cell for sure. Actually, that helps. Now I know that's a light cell. This can still be a dark cell or a light cell. Well, if this is a light cell, that's a dark cell. If this is a dark cell, that's a dark cell. So we know that's a dark cell. This is light, that's dark, but if this is dark, this is light. It doesn't help me. If I extend this logic further, this has to come out. Yeah, this really causes a problem. Because this has to connect somewhere. Like, this ends up connecting here. And the A doesn't really go. The B has to come around. Like this. This is not a great solution. Yeah, it ends up blocking that in. So I think that does have to be a dark cell. There's really not much I can do aside from that. I don't think this can be a dark cell, right? Because if it's connected to the H, it cuts it off, and it's connected to the D. I think this is a light cell. Right? It's connected to the F. There's no way it's connected to the H, I know, but if I connected it to the D, well, then I have a real issue with the G having to fill in all the spaces, so it really should just be light cells here. F should probably come out this way, because G cannot come through this. This is a cutoff point for G, a choke point, so F has to come through there. Which means D is probably coming through here. It has to be. H has to come through this way. Okay, now I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. Yeah, because this would block it off. So something's off with this. Something's off here. Because H can't come through here now. In fact, it could never come through there. So the only way to get here is with D, which feels like this. Then we have this problem. What the hell do I do with that? Was there ever a way to get H? Well, this has to be a dark cell, I know. Well, that has to be a dark cell, since I know that this has to be a dark cell, because there's no way to make it not a dark cell. That has to be a light cell, which forced, I believe, this one to be a dark cell. But H can't go through here now. It would have to go through this way, which is fine. It can do that. If it did go through like this... Well, if F goes through here at all, then I think this has to be a dark cell, which would force this, which has that problem. So I don't think F can go through here at all. It could go this way, but then D has to cover all of this. That can't be right, unless F... No, this isn't right, because that makes a square. Okay, what is missing over here? There's no universe where this is a light cell, so this is all forced right here. So there's no universe where H comes through here. Is there? No, because what white cell is going to pick all these up? F has to come in here. Now we have a problem there. What do we do here? Is this somehow wrong? How is this wrong? Is there any way this could be a light cell? Because if so... I can't bring it this way, because if this is a dark cell, this is a light cell. This would also have to be. And now we're stuck there. No, this is a dark cell. That's a light cell. That's a dark cell. How on earth do I fix this? Does this come up here? Oh, couldn't do that. But then what is this? This is F? This is how it's done? This might be the only way to do this. That has to come out, so it's got to connect to the B. No, not necessarily there. No, yeah, that has to do it this way. I think this is right, because there has to be at least one here. It could be this, but this is definitely one of them. That's got to come out. That's gotta be a dark cell. So is that. Which means this is a light cell. That has to be a light cell. Okay, so far so good. There it is. It was just figuring out that, wow, unholy section there. That's a really good puzzle. Okay, those did not count for the logic grids here. I think those are static puzzles. So what I was doing before I got completely distracted was looking for that, and I found it. There you go. That's how you solve matchboxes here. If you can't find the other matchbox, solve a 4-star logic grid and then you just find it. Uh-huh. This... I wonder where that one goes. I see 2 red matchboxes with the green ones I'm going to need to find. It's over here somewhere. Yeah. Not a lot of these. How close am I here? I don't... I mean, I can easily get this. This one, I'm also pretty close. That's further up this way. Street? No, that tree's not. So I've got a lot of sky drops in my way. Get that out of here. That out of here. That is inside this area? Yeah. Speaking of which, where's the one for that? So is it this? No. It isn't that one. Maybe it's on the other side? That's it. Haha! That one is the one that's up on top, so I need to get up there. Cube. There it is. Let's go on top and see what we can find. So there's this piece connects down there to the other one. There's a piece lower down. Let's see what this is. This one might count as a Verdant Glen puzzle, though. I could do this and then try to connect 4 together. That'd be difficult. Oh, this actually works out pretty well. I just did not expect that to be successful. Nope, that's a Lucent Waters puzzle. Amazing. No, it isn't. These are all the perspective puzzles that are triggering. I want to see what that match 3 was. Match 3 mastery, thank you, but it's a Verdant Glen. Oh, hidden object. One of them counted as Verdant Glen. So the thing about puzzles along the edge of the realms is that sometimes a puzzle that counts toward one realm is technically in the other. Yeah, I just solved Verdant Glen one. So I'm right on the edge. So sometimes there's some Verdant Glen puzzles that are here and some Lucent Water puzzles that are there. Just how it happens. So you can always look at your save stats file to see where those puzzles are, although it's pretty unreadable until you've cleared out a good like 50% of puzzles. Or you can just solve puzzles in an area, and if you happen to solve ones from the other area, then great. Nope, no. Very, very close on these. So the question is, once I solve them, do I stop once I reach my goal, or do I see how many more I can solve? Because as much fun as it was to make an entire 90-minute video solving puzzles last time, don't know if I want to take 90 minutes every time I do a Puzzle-Thon. Okay, so where's the other guy for the one here? Is it stuck under somewhere? Is that the trick? Oh, the trick is just right there. Okay, let's see if we can get some matchboxes in this area, because there's a ton of them, as well as these guys. I mean, I'll think of it this way. The sooner I take care of all the things like wandering orbs and flow orbs, the things that sort of take me away, drag me around where I don't want to be, the better. Don't make 4 in a row, connect all dark cells. Well, if these are connected, we're screwed, so that for sure is not connected. There we go. Neat. Neat puzzle. Okay, that's not the one I saw down here. That's a different one. That's also a different one. Did I just find a ring on accident? Yeah, I did. That is not connected to anything. That's a different symbol. That, however, is this symbol, so it takes care of that perspective puzzle. I've now reached my goal for perspective puzzles, which gives me Velvet Sage's Guidance. Do I get to wear that? I don't think so. Not. That's interesting. Oh, hey, some stuff on the ceiling. Okay, I see you here. Do I have that? No. Let's get this hidden pen tab while I'm here. Oh, that's where the green one is. Cool. There's a ring and an arch. See anything from here? Apparently. No, that's a matchbox, I think. I was like, is that a relic? This would be too easy if I could see them all from right here. But it looks like they're all... Like, I can't go low down. They're all up high. That's what it seems like is happening. Right? Like, this is too low, but maybe I can look up and see them in there. Is this going to bother me forever if I don't do it? Yes. Yeah. There's one. There's one. Might be one right underneath. No. What's the... Oh, that must be a glide ring thing. Speaking of glide rings, I thought I saw a glide ring and didn't do it. Wasn't that like 4 hours ago or something at this point? There's one there. That's the one I've done. Oh, this is right here. Okay, let's do this while I wait for it to shrink. That's that. And that has to be like this. Button. That didn't really help me. Oh, okay. And this one is that. Alright, let's take care of these. Because that way, next time I want to do Lucent Waters puzzles, I don't have to worry about this one, even though I don't need to do it today, because I've pretty much hit all my goals. Yeah, I should need one more hidden object puzzle. I'll hit the goals. Let's do this one as well. So that's somewhere down. Question is, I think it's this side. Yeah. Don't. Why is the camera? Why is it moved to third person? That one is this. This one is here. That one is there. That one is there, thank you. So, now there's this guy and that guy. Don't know where they go. But I still haven't found that hidden object puzzle. Ah! Ah! So I just gotta find this one. Of course there's more over here. Lots of matchboxes in this area. It feels like Lucent Waters is the most matchbox heavy of the realms, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It is just a gut feeling. That takes care of those for me, so now I just gotta be on top on this thing. There we go. And let's go back to where that glide ring was. It was back this way, because glide rings apparently appear so irregularly. I'd rather take care of them when I see them. Oh god, that's in the way! I saw this though, Wandering Echoes, take care of it. Oh, now I know where the other piece of the matchbox is. So this... Nope, but I lost it. Is the other side of this? There. Other side of this. So, I get this, which is Rivers of the Mind. Let's check what that does for me. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh, Mastering. I got level up. 800 Sparks. Sentient Spectrum. Oh, is that better? It actually doesn't really matter. It's just... Oh, that's kind of glitching out. But... Really taking me away from where I want to go. Oh, nope, we're doubling back. Okay, so it is this direction. I think it's, yeah, it's up on top of that. You? Might be inside here. Top of that? I'm not sure. All light regions of Area 6. Well, this is great. This could be those. It's fine. This would be a problem. That's going to be a dark cell. This also is a problem, so we have dark cell there. This has to be a dark cell. Okay. It's that a dark cell. It does make this happen. No, it just can't be this one. That can't be there. Okay, cool. Oh. There it is. And here's the glide ring. Just want to make sure we get that. Because how many do we have today? Oh, there's 5 available. I just haven't seen them. Okay. There's the other one. No, I want to get that last one. There it is. Get points. Wonder if there's more light rings. Those have to be... And if letters are sorted, we might as well just make this a wonderful thing like this. There we go. That, I think, is going to start here. How many light motifs have I done for the day? Done quite a bit. There's still more. Hey, pattern grid. This might be the only one here today. So let me guess, we're just doing this. Is that it for the day on pattern grids? Oh, there's 3. So how much do I want to keep on exploring now that I've hit all my goals? How much do I want to just keep pushing that? I'll do a little bit more, but not too much more because I'd rather get started on something else. So that's got to be there. Just sort letters, so this could be a dark cell, but it feels like that would make this harder. That's done. Those can't connect to each other. This does have to escape. So the F is going to go on a journey. The A is going to go journey around it. It's going to come through here. Oops, wrong button. We're done. How about the flow orbs? The sooner we do all the flow orbs, the sooner I don't have to deal with it. Go through this moment. Close enough for me. Oh, there it is. Ring. Nice. Okay. Doing pretty well puzzle-wise today. But I think I'm going to end this one here. I keep saying like I'm going to end it and I'm not ending because I keep finding more puzzles. Maybe I'll do this one and I'll end it. How was that? Or maybe I'll do... No, I'm not going to end on a morphic fractal. That sucks too much to do that. We just got to worry about area numbers, so this is not really going to be all that difficult. That's got to go at least that far, so this is done. There. Not sure. But what if I... So I do it this way. Okay, let's end it there. I did some goals, it was a fun time, and I guess I'll see people around. I mean, really at this point, if you're watching this series, it must be because you're secretly in love with me, or you just, this is a pretty cool game, it's fun to have on in the background as I solve puzzles while you do something else or something. Because I'm really just doing random puzzles for the rest of the runs. There's really no more goals. There's a couple more things, but just kind of spread them out as we go. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time, and have a good day. Bye.